Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I show my experience how to get a good genotyping results. So results, see the picture here, PCR results. In my hand, 99% of my results like this. Wild type and mutant. So in order to get results, I think two key facts affect the PCR genotyping. With a very quickly set PCR protocol. First one is tissue, which part tissue. Second one is the lysis buffer. I will tell you this kind of lysis buffer, uh, several kinds of, but I will show you today is I think the most uh, effective and good best one in my hand for quick extract crude DNA sample. Okay, let's talking about tissue. Tissue. At the beginning, I will test on tail. Most protocols suggest uh, tail, piece of tail. But tail actually has two problems for DNA extraction. When you're doing DNA extraction, you need to cut tissue. It's not if you have too many samples or too many mouths, you cannot cut so clean on the tip here. Sometimes the cut leave halfway position will cause bleeding. The bleeding mouth running on inside the cage, so cause bleeding everywhere. The animal staff will blame you. You have trouble, get trouble. So this is the first issue. Second issue is the tissue usually the tail has a lot of high collagen. Uh, this kind of tissue very hard to digest and less DNA. So overall, it is not a good tissue for crude DNA extraction. The the good one, best one, I think is the ear part. If punch pair is almost no bleeding, definitely. If you cut a piece of ear tissue here, I never saw a bleeding around here. Second part, the tissue is easy to digest, very easy to digest. Um, for young pup, it's only 30 minutes can be digested. For aging 80 weeks, maybe takes to 1 to 2 hours, different tissues. So trick is here. I think tissue ear part, ear tissue punch here is good. Okay, so why get a tissue you digest by lysis buffer? So someone now use something proteins K to digesting and purification by phenol chlorine. So it takes time and waste time as chemical to doing like this. The lysis buffer is alkaline buffer. Alkaline buffer is sodium hydroxide. That's very effective can digest samples, lysis samples. So lysis buffer is alkaline lysis buffer. Keep on heating block for 99 degrees for 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours. If aging mouse will maybe cost 4 hours. It will depend on tissues. So most tissue is around 2 hours can be digested. So when it digests, so tissue good and digest complete. DNA is crude DNA is very good for PCR. This results and I use the gut. So it's 99% of results like this. Yes. Okay, let me see the details. Small tissue, we cut mouse. Yet we put 1.5 of tissues. Usually we don't someday finish, but you will urgent they can done someday. But you will take a freezer, freeze 20, -22 freezer, keep it overnight. The second day can finish them. You can even stop for 1 week, but most people done very quickly. 1 day or 2 days finish that. And a second day or seventh day you can put alkaline buffer. Alkaline buffer is actually sodium hydroxide. and EDTA. So which will lysis buffer at 90 degree. I put here 2 hours. Make sure I completely digest. For young pups, maybe 30 minutes, but for 18 months, you need to care for maybe 4 hours. But ear tissue is much better than tail. So after you digest, you can put samples on room temperature, let them cool down for safety, and put 100 microliters of neutral buffer. Neutral buffer actually is choose buffer. It's for anti-alkaline buffer to make a buffer to middle pH. When you use alkaline and neutral buffer, is equal volume, can be tied against each other. So that is after you neutralize the samples, you can centrifuge at room temperature 5 minutes with 4,000 to 5,000 RPM. That's you collect supernatant sample ready for PCR. So if you reach this step, you will get good results. It's quick step you finish. Next step is just for regular PCR protocol. I saw that in a company, most company PCR mixture is very good. It's not a big issue. In my hand, I use alkaline, so total volume is 20. So I used mass mix 10, twofold, 2x, 10 microliters. This is loading buffer. Is loading is for color. For color show up, and this is my prime 1, prime 2. Depends on your gene. Maybe you have 4, maybe 3 primers. Then you can adjust the volume to 20 by water. So DNA you can pick up 2 to 3. This is adjustable to the volume is 20. So you can, after you mix with the samples, DNA and the primers, you can run in PCR. PCR cycle is not critical. It depends on designed primer, but most primer design now has closed condition. So that, for example, this one is close to my hand. 90% of primers can run under this condition. So very similar condition for running almost. The reason is for this because maybe you have different genes, gene lock-in mouse, knockout mouse, or transgenic mouse. Then the primer must be designed at some conditions. So you can finish testing at 1 time, so it's 7 times. So the primer condition, PCR running conditions very close similar. And running gel 3% is good for most of products because we have products usually around 100 to 300. So this is most PCR primers. So that is very little products PCR has over 500. So very hard to see that because when you design primer, use products not as high. 100 to 300 is most efficient detection of the genomic type. So I show here is that as long as you focus on changing the 2 facts, is if you have problem, or you have good results or no good results, sometimes bad. So I suggest test my opinions using the ear tissue and alkaline lysis buffer to extract crude DNA to running gel and 60% gel. So 99% gel like this. Okay.